let's talk about champagne. I never get tired of saying that, especially when we are going to talk about a champagne that I've never had and one that actually kind of falls into a bit of a rare category. So tonight we have the Marie de Moy, and what makes this special is that it is a Blanc de Noir. Now, what does that mean? It means that it is only from black skinned grapes. That's going to be Pinot Noir and or Pinot Meunier, or a combination of the two. Most champagne are going to be a blend, mostly Chardonnay blended with some Pinot and Meunier, depending on the flavor that they're trying to go for. Unless you're dealing with a Blanc de Blanc, which is 100% Chardonnay. But the Blanc de Noir, now this is special only because it's kind of hard to find. A lot of champagne houses really don't focus in on the Blanc de Noir, and I don't know why. I think it's kind of interesting that the other variety, the Chardonnay, really takes center stage. And I guess I understand why, is that the Chardonnay really is the king of the champagne grape. It is the base for every champagne that is of note, and you just can't go wrong with it. And I really think that's one of the reasons why houses stick with the Chardonnay as the primary grape and use it as the large component of all their blends. So whenever you get a champagne house that sort of goes outside the box and says, yeah, great, you know, we do the Blanc de Blanc and we do the Bruts that are blends, but we're also going to take the Blanc de Noir and show you what we can do. And the Marie de Moy, this is a Blanc de Noir, and I'm excited because I've only had one previously, and I'm excited for this. So let's get into this and see what this Blanc de Noir holds for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1/2. Perfection. Here we go. Difficult cork here. There it goes. Yeah. I'm happy with that. All right. Okay. All right, here you go. How about some eye candy? Blanc de Noir. So what am I expecting? I'm not expecting this to be lively. Now, the lively flavor usually comes from a Chardonnay. This has none. Despite its color, I am expecting it to be... Now, first, I want to note that color, okay? This indicates perfect pressing. There's not a hint of the dark skin. Remember, when you make a rosé, you're going to be blending in a Pinot Noir or Pinot Meunier in with a Chardonnay to get that color, and it also lends some depth and richness and some more fruity flavors. And it's going to tone it down a bit, meaning it's going to tone down that liveliness. So Meunier and Noir are not known for their liveliness. They're known for their fruit. They're known for their depth. And they're known for being kind of on the mellower side. So I'm expecting this to be... I don't know what I'm expecting. Okay, well, let's find out. Okay, now, this is different. I say that all the time. I gotta come up with something else to say. This is surprising. Let's go with that one for a little while. I cannot get the nose. I mean, it's there. I can't identify it. I can't. This isn't the first time it's happened to me. Sometimes I need to actually taste it first to open up my palate. Also, the #1 excuse for all wine and champagne connoisseurs, I'm sick. but it is true. But my nose is pretty good, so but here we go. Let's. Right off the bat, it's fruity. Not in the sickly, sweet, fruity sort of way that, say, like other lesser sparkling wines are gonna have. Ooh, wait a minute. And now I'm getting the Meunier. I can always taste the Meunier in the back of my palate. Whenever there's Meunier, I always get it on the finish. I just got the Meunier. So up front is the Pinot. And it isn't crisp, but it isn't dull either. I mean, there's a crispness. It is not lively. That is for sure. And that is not a negative. Not by any stretch of imagination is that a negative. The liveliness of a Chardonnay or a Chardonnay blend is great, but there are two other primary grapes and they have their own characteristics. And I do think that our palates get so accustomed to Chardonnay and Chardonnay blends that we don't understand the other components that the Meunier and the Pinot can bring to the table. So right off the bat, I'm getting that fruitiness and that Meunier in the back, which I really love. I love that sensation. I keep saying I love that head feel, and that Meunier, that's what really gives me that head feel, is that Meunier. This is really good. I mean, I'm very much surprised, and I'm going to tell you why I'm surprised in a minute. Not only because it's a Blanc de Noir, but its price point. This comes in at about $56 for the bottle, and that's not bad especially for a champagne that's kind of going outside the box. That's not bad at all. Like, you will find that other Blanc de Noirs, they're going to be on the high end primarily because of their rarity, plus because of the commitment that has to go into making them, dedicating those wines and those reserve wines from primary blends and brutes, and even vintages, to dedicate a considerable amount of your wine and reserve wine to make a Blanc de Noir. The rarity is there. So you're gonna usually pay a bit more for a Blanc de Noir. Sometimes even more than you'll pay for a good rosé. That being said, Marie, this is nice. This is more than your sit down and drink a bottle of champagne. Not quite, hey, we're gonna celebrate something and bust this out. No. This is really good for the money, for what it is. This is a quality champagne. Okay, this is a quality wine. I'm impressed. That's tasty. Now let's see if I can get that nose. There we go. I'm getting some earthiness, not chalk. Okay, I'm not getting chalk, and I'm not getting flint or clay, but I'm getting earthiness, and I think that's primarily the grape overriding the terroir. But that's fine. Some hints of light fruit, some dried fruit, and there is a bread note. Okay, it's when I tend to break bread up into two classifications: a brioche, which I view as more the finer, the better quality, and then there's bread. This kind of falls in the middle. This is more biscuity, more refined. Like this is a refined champagne. I mean, like, this is refinement, and I think that's the point when it comes to the Blanc de Noir, is that these are refined. They have to be. You can't put this out if the refinement isn't there, because again, you're dedicating some good reserve wines and some fresh wines to make a standout champagne. So you got to be very, very correct when you make your blend, when you make these champagnes. And this is well put together. This is an amazing champagne. This will go well with food. Okay, I would say red meats I'd stick with good red meat on this, good steak. I love steak. But you know what? I would put this with, believe it or not, a good old-fashioned hamburger. Okay, champagne every day, and I think champagne goes with everything all the time. And I think this one is probably one of the most versatile champagnes I've tasted. I mean, this will go well with cheese, almost of any kind, any quality cheese. This will stand up to cured meat. So if you want to do a charcuterie or put something out where you've got cheese and crackers and meats, this will definitely stick to that. I wouldn't do this as a dessert wine. I'm not quite there with the dessert. I don't think this would do well with sweet. Let's try it again. No, I wouldn't do this with something sweet. Bitter. If you're gonna do this, like a good bitter chocolate. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I'm impressed. Like this Marie de Moy, like I'm thoroughly impressed here. I love that Meunier finish. I just love that. I love it. I do. I just love that, the way that feels. That is just absolutely awesome. That is just one of my favorite sensations, is that Meunier. So hey, that is the Blanc de Noir by Marie de Moy, a fantastic champagne, and I'm pretty impressed with that. So thank you all again. Please like, subscribe. It's so important to me. It lets me know that I'm reaching people, lets me know that you're liking what I'm doing. And I recommend this champagne. I really do. This makes my list of the top champagnes of the year for me. Mainly because it's a Blanc de Noir, and because it is so well put together and is so complex, and it is really a highlight for those black grapes, for the new Pinot Noir and the Pinot Meunier. So hey, again, thank you all for joining, and remember, champagne every day. Thank you.